St. Louis is dealing with one of the deadliest years ever on record when it comes to homicides in the city.
Fox News' Elliott Davis questioned Mayor Lyda Krewson about the hundreds of murders in tonight's You Paid For It.
I got the chance to ask St. Louis Mayor Lyda Krewson about all the bloodshed in her city, where homicides this year have soared. Mayor Krewson promised tackling crime and making the city safer would be a major focus when she won election back in 2017. She's up for re-election next year and has a big crime problem. 201 murders this year compared to 153 a year ago. There were 135 murders in 2018.
We're seeing right now homicides up 30% over last year and 51% over the year before. Have you lived up to your promise?
So if you look at the numbers for the first couple of years, our homicides were down considerably for those 2 years from the year before. Not only do you have the numbers, which everyone loves to talk about, we got to think about those people and the families of those people and the friends of those folks.
But obviously the numbers are important when you talk about numbers going up and going up
Yes.
so dramatically. And my question becomes, have you lived up to the promise? Have you given the voters what you promised?
Yes, we have. We have done a number of things. We have done both on the law enforcement side of things, but also on the prevention side of things.
Mayor Krewson cites progress getting the Cure Violence anti-crime program off the ground, despite the COVID crisis, and she points to things like more summer jobs for youth and more money for mental health services. She blames the shortage of police officers for some of the trouble, but cites progress in addressing that issue. But Mayor Krewson also says the city may have shot itself in the foot earlier this year.
But during COVID, as you know, there were several hundred people who were released from jail. And so some of that, all of these things are contributing factors to the situation that we're in right now.
Some 400 inmates were let out of jail in the name of lowering the jail population because of the COVID crisis. Most were accused of felonies, among them murder, robbery, rape, carjackings.
Are you saying that was a mistake to release those people from jail?
I'm not saying it was a mistake because we had to protect people from COVID, but some of those folks probably should not have been released. But you have a circuit attorney and a defense attorney and judges who release folks. That's, you know, the city of St. Louis, the mayor of St. Louis does not release folks.
You're saying it was a bad decision that some of the people should not have been released. Is that what you're saying, Mayor?
What we're seeing is that some of the people who were released are reoffending and are being rearrested and are coming back through the criminal justice system. But what I'm saying is that the folks who made the decision did the best they could on that day. But what we're seeing is that playing out.
Now, you can hear more of my interview with Mayor Lyda Krewson Sunday night on Fox News at 9 o'clock, including what she thinks about the job those running the police department are doing to try to bring down the violence in St. Louis. After all, you paid for it.